Thank you all for coming. As you know, it's a community picnic where we've been looking at the roads. We would really like the traffic and pollution on Blackheath Hill to lessen, to reduce. And Greenwich Council are, very kindly re-looking at the scheme, the closure in the Hills and Vales area, are consulting widely. And we hope there'll be some changes that will benefit everyone. There is details of the consultation on the notice board, and any views you've got, put them on a post-it note on the notice board. And if you haven't already got a free ticket to the prize draw, please come and see one of us. There's tickets in that box.
Ultimately, we have to make a decision as a council as to whether to retain the scheme as a whole or whether to start again by the 25th of February next year, 2022. In 2022.
So there's going to be a lot of consultation at this stage, and people who are concerned from Greenwich or from Lewisham, in fact, because we're on Blackheath Hill, which is the dividing line between two boroughs. People from Lewisham and from Greenwich should submit their comments on the scheme.
It's affected quite a lot of us. King George Street used to be a one-way street. It's quite a small street. The council have put more bays in at the end for people to pay and display and park there.
Yes.
So as we've got cars coming into King George Street, there's not enough room for two cars, and there's a big wall there, so they can't see us, we can't see them. I've nearly had several crashes since this has happened. It's always been a hit and miss. And sometimes I have to go get my son from school. It's horrendous because I have to come all the way up to Blackheath, come all the way around, which takes me 25 minutes sometimes, to go back. It's just over the other side.
Have you witnessed anything in terms of emergency?
We had ambulances coming down, and it's like, how do we get out of here? And I had to say to them, only at Blackheath can you get out. We had police cars coming down. They would ask us the same question, how do we get out? And we said, you can't, you have to go back to Blackheath. The ambulance, they've got minutes to get to save someone's life, even the police. So the fact that they didn't even know about this in the beginning is one thing. But I believe, they've opened it up now to bin men and to taxis. And they're opening it from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for cars. But what about the traffic that builds up in the evening? I truly believe that Greenwich residents shouldn't have to suffer, and we should have the rights to drive through. It's a computerised system, so I know our number plates can go in. If that is not an option, I believe all residents that have a permit marked G should definitely have the right to drive through at all times. They've changed so much, I just think it's so unnecessary. And a lot of business in Greenwich are struggling anyway, and they've just added to that as well. So I just think something has to give. But hopefully things change.
I guess we've just kind of watched keenly how the traffic has moved. As awful as it is to say it, we noticed such a difference during the pandemic time when there was far less traffic on the road. Our garden kind of backs onto the kind of A2 area, and the reduction that we noticed in that time in terms of the air quality and the general kind of noise was so profound that it really kind of struck us as how much kind of traffic and pollution there is in this area, and the impact that that's making on our children and everyone in the kind of local area. And I guess as well, we've seen kind of keenly how other areas in Greenwich have benefited from the low traffic neighbourhood areas, and seen how lovely it is to be able to kind of wander around those areas completely traffic free, but have then seen the impact that that's then pushed all of the traffic into other areas. That's very much a kind of win-lose scenario for the whole of the community around it. And I think, absolutely, with kind of proper planning, proper understanding of the results of that kind of test, as to how it can be kind of worked out for the benefit of the whole of the area and not just a few.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to local traders who donated these prizes for free. And we're going to ask Sarah Merrill, our local chair of the Transport Committee at Greenwich, who's been really good listening to all our views, to take the first one.